on your afternoon show. Kevin Cole with you. I am down in the performance space with Marissa Nadler, who's in town playing at the Tractor tonight. The new album is For My Crimes, and welcome back to KEXP.
Thank you so much for having me back.
It is great having you. And who are you with this afternoon?
I'm joined by Milky Burgess on bass, pedals, guitar, and harmony vocals. And he's a Seattle native, actually.
Milky, welcome to the space. It's great having you both here. Marissa Nadler live on KEXP.
Secure my wrist with ties. I'll be tracing the outline of your body next to mine. I've done terrible things.
It's Marissa Nadler live on KEXP, along with Milky Burgess playing a sweet-looking guitar.
Thank you.
And playing tonight at the Tractor Tavern, then I think going over to the UK, right?
Yeah.
Brussels first.
Yes. Here we are.
How about another song from the new album, For My Crimes?
It's getting harder to soothe you from afar. It's getting harder to run. Puppy red Arizona, deep desert sun. We moved with the stars, my companion. Can't listen to Jean Clark without you anymore. Can't listen to Jean Clark without you anymore. Anyone can tell you about love on an island, picking me flowers, roses and violets. But I'm done with lying and wishing and crying. Moonbeams were blinded, shore to shore. I can't listen to Jean Clark without you anymore. Can't listen to Jean Clark without you I remember the songs you sang to me when it was you I was falling for.
Marissa Nadler live on KEXP. That's a track from the new album, For My Crimes, a song called I Can't Listen to Jean Clark Anymore. I love that song.
Thank you so much.
We often associate songs and artists with particular places and times and people, and sometimes it's really hard to shake those associations.
Sure is.
And I don't know if this is what that song is about, but you know, especially when songs are associated to a good time that in the past, like maybe with someone you were in love with, or a lover, or a partner, and then you break up, and then you know, you have to find a new way to relate to that music. Sometimes it takes a decade.
You're exactly right, and it's exactly what the song is about. So that's good.
Yeah, I think we can all relate to that, and it's such an interesting phenomenon, because sometimes it's our favorite music, right?
It's always our favorite music.
And then it's just like you just can't do it. But sometimes it comes back and you can.
Yeah.
You know,
around.
yeah, maybe when the you go through enough distance and healing. So the new album is For My Crimes. Came out about a month ago. Now, my understanding is that you wrote like a ton of material for this album.
I did write a ton of material. I'm pretty prolific, but this was a fairly prolific period for me. And only the ones that we've ever, it was a tough chopping block process.
Well, that's good though. If it was a tough process, that must mean there's a whole bunch of great songs that you still really love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel good about the record, and I'm excited to do something with the other songs.
Yeah.
I'm always on, moving to thinking about other projects.
Yeah, what's next? So you don't have trouble writing and stuff while you're on the road?
Oh, I do. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely not writing right now.
Yeah.
I'm working, but I'm thinking, looking out the windows.
Yeah, just accumulating ideas and thoughts. And
Exactly.
so we tried to claim you as a local artist when you recorded July, which you did here in Seattle.
Yeah.
At a vast studio. So for this album, that was a couple albums ago, but for this album, where did you record and what was the process like?
Well, I definitely still feel like a Seattle connection for sure, and Milky's from Seattle, lives here now, and but I recorded the new record in Laurel Canyon in a studio, kind of a home studio. One of the singers who sang on the record, Angel, I met the producers through her.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just kind of I felt like making a stripped down record. I wouldn't say that's like indicative of where I'm going necessarily. But
Yeah, and it doesn't even really sound that way, I don't think.
I don't think so either.
Yeah,
But,
it sounds really full and lush and beautiful to me.
Thank you.
One thing I love about your music is, for me personally, it just kind of makes time stop. And that makes it really easy to concentrate and to think. I don't know if that makes sense, right? Where just sort of like time slows down, not necessarily because the music is more slower perhaps, but it's just a great calming effect.
That's probably why I do it. I need the calming effect too, but thank you.
Okay, so you worked on this new album in Laurel Canyon. Now, there's sort of, Laurel Canyon's legendary.
Yes.
And especially, again, dating to like the 70s era, or probably late 60s era, and sort of the folk scene that came out of LA. And could you feel some kind of vibe?
Yeah, I mean, I was definitely aware of the illustrious background of the area, and there was a lot of Joni and Neil, and it wasn't kind of like, if there is a place that I'm going to make the more pared back record, this would be it. A little homage to that period.
And was that a good experience?
Yes, I love being in the studio. I'm, as most people know, on the shy side, so I really like being in a recording studio.
Yeah.
Or radio.
And who did you work with on this record?
It's the producers are Justin Raisin and Lawrence Rothman, and they work with Angel Olsen's last record, but also like Santa Gold, and Lawrence is a musician in his own right, and just put out a solo record. So it was just I love working with Randall Dunn too, and I expect to make my next like heavy rocker with him.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah.
It is Marissa Nadler live on the afternoon show here on KEXP. The new album is For My Crimes, and just a couple more questions. Like on this new album, it's the first to feature your own artwork.
Uh-huh.
And you have a master's degree from Rhode Island School of Design.
I do.
You also teach, right?
Well, I'm not currently teaching, but one of my many day jobs in my life, I did some special needs art education. and teach private art lessons and painting and drawing. I was an illustration major at RISD and then did a master's of teaching because of, it was like a backup, well, not a backup plan, but I was much younger then.
Yeah, and I suppose something to do too when you're in one place for a while, right?
Yeah, I mean, I love teaching. It's good to get your mind out of this bubble world.
Yeah. So, what made you decide? Why did it take like 8 albums to feature some of your artwork?
It's a really good question. I think because I was trained in fine art, I was more worried about the reception than maybe music, which I'm self-taught at. It was like the stakes were in a way higher. I am a real perfectionist, trying to not be a perfectionist. And so finally, I was persuaded to share more of that part of myself, and I'm glad I did, because it's launched like a new... I had an oil painted in many years, and it's just kind of come back with a vengeance.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So, have any of your paintings spawned songs?
The paintings haven't spawned songs, but I think that the way I see the world is very synesthetic, and so like songs can feel like colors, paintings.
Yeah.
And paintings can feel like music. I find the two very connected.
Yeah, that is super cool. I always have harbored like a fantasy of being a painter.
Well, you can be a painter. Anybody can be a
I
painter.
know.
Here's the art teacher.
Yeah. I've sort of tried. Marissa Nadler live on the afternoon show, along with Melky Burgess, playing tonight at the Tractor. Is this sort of the end of this run here on the West Coast?
It's the end of this West Coast run, but I'll be back in February touring around Noise Pop.
Okay.
But these 3 dates have been with Mercury Rev, who are doing their 20th anniversary of Deserters songs.
Very cool.
It's been very beautiful to listen to.
Yeah, I'm sure. So for our global audience, Marissa is going to be in the UK in later October, I think playing Canada in November, then back to the States here.
Yeah.
And at the Tractor tonight. Do you mind playing a couple more songs?
We would love to, and
Cool.
thank you. So, Blue Vapor.
Blue Vapor.
This is a stripped down version of Blue Vapor. Grungy.
All the times that you call me up, wishing I would be yours in the morning. You cannot move it on from me.
This next one is about a car, the car song. We'll go right into it.
Say goodbye to that car that took a bullet in the roof in New Haven, that saw our sad estrangement idling there on the pavement. 119657 and the engine blew. 119657 and I thought of you. Say goodbye to that car in the cul-de-sac. Say goodbye to that car. Took the plates off the back. Pulled off the charms and the beads unceremoniously. It was the end of an era. I kicked off the rearview mirror from the first aid running to the rust stains and the cracks. I watched the heap of metal lose its sun as the sky turned black. 119657 and the engine blew. 119657 and I thought of you. Say goodbye to that car. The cul-de-sac. Say goodbye to that car. Took the plates off the back. 119657 and the engine blew. 119657 and I thought of you.
Marissa Nadler, live on the afternoon show here on KEXP. That song is on the new album, For My Crimes. I Said Goodbye to That Car. Man, another great song, you know. Cars
Oh,
like
thanks.
friends. You develop relationships with them.
You sure do. They really and are with you for entire chunks of your life, of one's life. So yeah,
It's true. Like the line, I love the line. It's really funny for me. Like end of an era, kicked off the rearview mirror. But yeah, you got to let go of cars. They're easier to let go though, ultimately, than people.
this one was really easy to let go of. Yep.
What kind was it?
It was just a Corolla, which is such a disappointing reveal. I'm sure but it wasn't like an El Camino or anything cool like that. But I had done many, many tours in it, and just
Yeah, you live in it.
yeah, I love car songs.
Yeah,
So.
car songs and road songs. Marissa Nadler, again, live on the afternoon show, playing at the Tractor tonight, and on guitar slide, vocals and bass pedals, Milky Burgess here as well. Thank you both.
Thank you so much for all the support and for having us.
Yeah, you bet. You are welcome anytime and every time.
Oh, thank you.
Again, playing at the Tractor tonight, and huge thanks to Jim, Justin, Scott, Carolyn, Kevin Suggs, Greta, Amber, and all the donors that make these in studios possible. It is listener-powered KEXP Seattle.